Here in this video I will show you what can super modded Starsector offer. Besides crazy battles and cool ships, we will gain great profit, find weird derelict structures. Sometimes we will get lucky. I didn't even know we can get that thing. Sometimes we won't. Whoa! Fireworks? And I will teach you some stuff throughout the way. Let us begin. When you mod Starsector this heavily, you can choose from many different characters. Anime looking girls. Do you like Star Wars? We have that. Darth Vader. He has multiple profile pictures. Maybe you prefer light side. They have that. Maybe a Roman soldier suits you best. What is this? Oh, okay. But at the end I always want to go Primal. As a fellow ape man, I consent. You can create your own starting fleet. A medium start. Important question to be asked. Do I actually recommend playing with so many mods? Well, no. But maybe? Maybe if you already went for multiple playthroughs. Because let me tell you one thing. There will be so much broken stuff. The power creep with these mods will be uncanny. The firepower gained with these mods will be absolutely ship-tearing, earth-shattering, ships of unimaginable power. Definitely not the most balanced experience. You hear? Look at the map. What do you see? It's filled to the brim with factions. I might not be correct, but it seems like there are already more system colonized than I can explore. The central cluster is already filled to the brim, and even the far corners of the sector are already colonized. In the south, we have Hoth with Mustafar. In the northeast, Kylo Ren is already expanding. First Order will be a formidable opponent. There are more First Order bases around the galaxy, and the rest of our favorite mods are mostly in the middle. We are spawned into the game with our medium-sized trading fleet, with the support of Imperial shuttles. Naturally, the very first thing you do when you join the game, you check out the station. Look, they were selling the usual stuff, but also cloned organs with ship components. Good enough, let's check out the shipyard. I can buy a Victory Star Destroyer. Kinda shocked, I proceed to the Com Directory. This is a treason. Yeah, I don't think they fixed the naming yet. Officer for hire? Well, Darth Vader would be pissed. Even though they are Republic, they want to really sell me the Imperial stuff. Let me be straight, I think we have a problem with factions. Yeah, there is many of them, and most of them don't like each other. Soon the sector will be in flames. We have to hurry. Factions may pop out of existence and being replaced by the stronger party. In a sense, we have to hurry to enjoy everything these mods can offer. We bought some fuel and went on our adventure. First stop, Coruscant. On the way in, Imperial patrols were surrounding the system. I'm feeling quite anxious, honestly. Nearing the station, they were selling more organs in a huge deficit. I was awaiting Emperor at the throne. I would only meet Captain Darth Vader. Aeolis for boss. Next up, we visited the New Republic. I was really curious what they were up to. What is this? This looks epic. This looks epic. On the pursuit for more money, we would visit Imperium as well. What about some nice deals? Buy more fuel and crew. Well, I guess if the Republic doesn't need the clones for fighting, they can use them for organs. But soon opportunity arose. A bounty system. This is a nice way to make money. Hello? Are they coming after me? Double penetration. Shit. For the ape men, the first battle could commence. In Yaina system, where the plan was to collect bounties for pirates. However, the ape men underestimated the difficulty of these battles. Heavily outmatched, it would be a no easy task. It's so hard. Teleport! The ramming speed. Oh, 2 new ship types. The Gun Hazard, a very strong starting vehicle. Only 4 points to deploy. Supported with incredible speed and maneuverability. With multiple things. With blink and a dash. He can outflank the enemy and deal with it that way. He also is supported by 3 fighters. This makes this ship, in my opinion, very strong. But there are a few problems with it. This thing has no shields and will die incredibly fast. And as it is not classified as a ship, but a strike craft, it loses combat readiness incredibly fast. And now for the Imperial Shuttle Lambda. For the cost, incredible amount of ordnance point. Possibly very strong. He doesn't have a shield, but he can absorb the damage. But when he's out of it, he gets one-shotted. Becomes very useful when fighting with friends. We have to focus them one by one. First one down. We're surrounded them. But already you hear the sounds. This flagship has extremely poor deployment time. Our first battle was not easy, but we managed. I think, for now. Oh, the combat readiness on that ship is actually so bad. We had to directly retreat it. After that, we took out the last remaining enemy. Whoa! Emergency, Baron! We are not ready yet. But there's a huge fight. How fast are you? Really? This is not good. Nice. Somehow, we managed to prevail. Died again. And after a short time, we got caught again. And we were served that anal inspection. Oh my Not happy with what happened. I visited another Empire station and bought myself more lambdas. Oh, what is this? 5 energy weapons for 4 deployment points. Is this mod balanced? I don't know. The small shuttles are great. Like vultures, they surround the enemy. They always catch up to everything, even the smallest ship. Yeah, another one is coming. One thing left to do was equipping the Lancer. For small slots, I used the Shipyard's weaponry. I like them quite a lot. And I just got a sneaky bricky idea how to fill in the middle slots. Time to visit our friends in the east. Diable Avionics. Diablo, whatever you want to call it. They shoot homing energy missiles with big dick damage. We fought a big war to save them from the nerf hammer, but sadly the shops didn't have it. The journey was for nothing. Damn it. And now back to the core system to make money and finding a suitable replacement. Let's be honest, in the early game I prefer trading, buying low and selling higher. Later in this video we will make crazy amount of money this way. But now let's talk about smuggling missions. How to smuggle your way into defended planet to sell your black market or complete your mission. I have a smuggling mission and I have to get to this planet, but as you can see it's heavily defended. Normal sneaky way I won't be able to do it, but what we can do is lure them out. You will turn off the transponder and now everybody will chase you and you will lure the patrols away from the planet. Now you will traverse jump fast, go back to the jump point, jump in, and now the fleets are away so you can sneak in without getting caught and sell or complete your missions on the black market. And as the things moved along, I found new medium energy weapons for the Lancer. Lasers. Yes, indeed, they are working fabulously. What's even better, they are buckets of fun. I got a Starship, it's scary. In my opinion, by the way, this is not how you should play it. But still, it's fun. Oh, that's so cool. The fun doesn't end there. I found more interesting stuff that I have never seen before. What is this? What is this? What's this? Should I be concerned? What the foot is this? What? Nani? More fireworks? Later, I found out that it was actually a planetary building. It supposedly shoots ECM missiles that should intercept enemy fleets and slow them. This is our current fleet and our money. And in less than 20 minutes, we'll manage to get it up to 1 million. And this is one way how to make money in Starsector. You'll find an inner planet. Click on the commodities. And you will be shown the supply and demand of a set good in the entire sector. Quite broken. First of all, you will find a producer that will make these things for dirt cheap. And some of the prices get insane. And then find someone that has been recently raided and needs the bloody supply or the people will starve, and sell it for extremely high. This will work wonders in any of your games. But be careful. Some mods, especially the Star Wars mod right now, is quite extremely unbalanced. Because in a normal game you would find a big demand, but you wouldn't find extreme planet with this kind of surplus of the goods. I wouldn't go far as considering it cheating, but you have to be careful, because if you overuse it, it will definitely break your early to mid game. At the time I didn't mind, so I sought for a huge profit, like come on, it was crazy. But don't worry, karma is coming. Look, of course it was not only that. We fought some pretty epic battles. The Lancer ship with those lasers is so much fun. I couldn't keep myself excited enough. What? That's English? What do I even mean by it? And I even got to react for my first time to the hyperlanes. This is my first time. This was my first time seeing those things because I played in Dispatch, but I didn't get to this part, exploration. They're amazing. There's another one. Oh my god. We also seen big battles happen. We could salvage some insane stuff, even the locomotive, but come on, I couldn't just handle it. So I scrapped it. I know it's a sin and I feel bad for it. But okay, I hear you say, let's spend the money. Oh. Boys and girls, I couldn't help myself. My eyes were on the Star Destroyer. That thing is crazy. But there will be a catch. It has few insane things about it. Besides the already insane slots. It is extremely efficient. It burns nearly no fuel. Same as the Hammerhead. And it costs only 25 supplies per month. Conquest, for example, costs 40. Seems like an absolute bargain. By the way, look at the burn speed. Fast as well. Look, I wanted to test it out. That's why I bought it. It cost a bunch of money, like $500,000. I equipped equipped it with the Imperial weapons, turbolaser and such. And I went for a test run and I was surprised. It got wrecked multiple times. I got wrecked pretty hard, but come on, it's a 60-point ship against me. Let's try Dominator with the same cost. I got wrecked as well. And to be honest, I didn't play smart, but I wanted to test its limit. At this point, it was quite later in the night, so I was getting tired. I just realized that the 500,000 I have spent on the ship was pretty much wasted. I could have bought Conquest for 300,000. I wasn't having it at all. Besides, there was a party going on behind me. The already loud music behind me fueled my suffering, and even surprisingly for me, tilted me to no end. I nearly immediately turned off the game. I was ready to test right away if the ship is actually good besides the logistic part. After I did small changes and added some better hull mods, I started to defeat ships that are bigger than the Star Destroyer and costed more points to deploy. However, one thing was for sure, the Imperial weapons have abysmal DPS and they struggle immensely against armor, even against hull because they cannot get the DPS out. And I tested it even further. I saved the game, cheated in all the weapons and equipped it how the offer meant it to be. As I couldn't get the optimal weapons on the market yet, this build was much better and it actually showed me this ship is not only good logistically, but also quite a formidable opponent in a fight. This seems to be OP, but I wanted to try one more thing. What if I equipped it with real weapons? Remember the Diable weapon I was talking about? Yes, I put them on the ship and the result speaks for itself.
Fire for maximum effect.
Oh my god! As I thought! Super strong, super fun, but you also cap out your flux immediately, so it's not that optimal. This thing is OP even in combat, but when this thing gets countered, it gets countered ridiculously hard. You cannot defend against flanks. You have no mobility to escape or to engage the enemy. Therefore, anything with higher firepower than this thing will absolutely obliterate it. Maelstrom is a perfect counter to this thing. Mobility, high DPS, it will chew through this thing immediately and you cannot do a thing. But when I realized it is 25 points to deploy, it's still ridiculously OP. With the Star Destroyer not optimally equipped, well, we added some lasers to do more armor damage. We were ready to explore the sector. We would head east and this would be the right time to do so, because right now we would have the optimal supply and fuel consumption. Our fleet wasn't too big because with more ships later in the game, it could pose a logistical problem. So we hunted down different bounties. This was more fun and it wasn't as exploity as trading with Star Wars planets. And I must say I was enjoying the Star Destroyer. We would kick butt insanely much with this ship. Oh my god, that's so fun. To be honest, I would still prefer Conquest. And when the target doesn't have much armor, this thing will absolutely shred. And even in a couple of beginning systems, we found some interesting stuff. Automated Shipyard was an artillery in range, Union Master Station, hostile. There's a creepy ambience to it. What is this? Are they firing at me? Old automated shipyard. In its eternal glory, it shall reward sacrifice with blessing. This looks like an Imperium of mankind structure. The soul is very odd and very not human. I like it. I like it very much. Like, this is what I want from Starsector. Oh my god, not this! Who are you and fuck? Finding interesting stuff in space, but not you. Speed, get away from me, go away. Now we went further into the deep space. And there was some cool stuff awaiting us. But first and foremost, we also made some new enemies with Zan. But that tends to happen when you engage their orbital station. What are you doing? And rip it to shreds. No, you know what? Just, I don't care anymore. And now we explore all around, looting everything, getting a bunch of blueprints. Occasionally we get engaged, but we fight it through. We also fight some remnants, complete missions. But most importantly, we were on a lookout for a habitable planet. Somewhere to start a new life. We found our first habitable planet. 75. Oh boy, this is a jackpot. This planet is outrageous. Okay, we have a mining planet. And we have 3 stable locations as well. One problem was it was located on the edge of the sector. Not good. With the teleportation gate nowhere to be found. But still a hell of a find. Bit disappointed we headed north. Finding more stuff. More north, we found a desert world. But it was defended by a remnant. A radiant. I am going away. And a gate. And we could use this inactive gate to travel wherever we want. We wrecked more remnants. And then something really weird attacked us. I'm getting circled. What are they doing to me? What is this? What? And screams are coming from here. We escaped them. More hostile missile stations. What is this? Our first research station. Attempt to download a blueprint. Keto. And bunch more stuff. Then we found something even more insane. No. Holy. Rosenritter. We have to get it. I didn't even know we can get that thing. Recover it. 80 supplies a month. Then in the far north, we visited the CIS. A source of interest. Look at all those different ships. How much effort went into this single mod. So much so that I sadly think it is too much to play with other mods. This is a solo mod experience because with other things it becomes way too much in my opinion. Way too much stuff. And if you don't have other mods, then this mod is balanced because you fight against unbalanced stuff. And there is a new order planet right next to it. And we're gonna sell a bunch of stuff to them. Sold some of the stuff we did not need. Alright, now we were headed back to the core systems. But the way back wasn't really a smooth sailing. I'm not fast enough. They will catch me and destroy me. I have to think fast. But there is a cloud. I go into it to get the speed and get away. Come on. This is so close. Oh my, look at that fleet that is pursuing me. Oh my love. Madre, come on. I have to disengage. The journey ended in the core systems once again. We went to the Corvus system. Nearly out of fuel? What do you mean nearly? It is out of fuel. Not even close, baby. Not even close. This place has abandoned platform, meaning you can transfer anything here and keep it here safe. Like this beautiful and it will be extremely powerful ship. We have to store it here. Look at this. This is the problem with the Star Wars mod. Oi, 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 oi. Remember the carrier we start away. There is also a mission tied up to it. This could prove very interesting in the future. After that I headed south to the Sky Nation. I wanted to get some nice ships that tickled my fancy. But sadly, that was not the case. So we went back again. I traveled around to find something that would give me that oomph, that moral power. More explosions. This is a huge battle. This is what we got after like 1 hour. It wasn't easy. Let's start with the most overpowered ship. I just embraced the overpoweredness because this was so insane I had to get this one. Because in my next playthroughs, never again. 1000 cargo capacity, 500 crew, 500 fuel. It's fast. No fuel consumption. Maintenance is small. Now check out the Colossus. 900 capacity, no fuel capacity, no people capacity. Huge sensor profile. And it's slow. 4 times worse fuel consumption. And 1 extra supply per month. Then we bought the Munificent class. The clone army. Fireworks, different colors. As I couldn't get all the weapons I wanted. Mind you, just the red lasers. OPS, the Star Destroyer, also has the problems getting through the armor. Cost only 25 points to deploy. It's also fast and very efficient. A last thing, a carrier, Diable Avionics. Costs 11 points to deploy, 1 Wanza group, and 1 Armaarmatura. This will provide us with the fun mech support. Because look, that's so much fun. These things, they will eat the enemies alive. As we wanted to test these bad boys out. We even engaged Tier 2 starbase. Those ships were looking just fabulous, ripping it apart. And slowly the station went down. Even the Wanzers with the Armaarmatura were doing their job. Wonderful little robots. Yes, indeed. Look at them. Aren't they just lovely? It was time to explore again. And already in the east, we would find some cool stuff. Oh my lord. Star Wars midline blueprint pack. After that, we headed west. The ape man was primarily looking for some good planets, but we would be blessed by other things. And I mean, oh my lord, the first find was one of the most insane things I found in Starsector. Anything wrong with this blueprint? Eclipse? I can sell it for 4 million. Yes, I clicked it to acquire it. Smarter idea would be to sell it, but come on. You wouldn't forgive me that easily if I sold it. And now what did we find? Exploring the west. I've seen the creation of the highway. Very cool sight indeed. I found blueprints. Stepped on the mine while doing so. It ripped my fleet to shreds. And then more blueprints. More blueprints. I also downloaded some blueprints and got even more blueprints. This journey took a while and it drained me to the bone. Luckily I sold some of the things we have found, so we broke nearly even. Not that great, but at least we got the blueprints. And what about the planets? Yeah, about the planets. Boys and girls, I don't remember being this unlucky. Planets sort by hazard rating. This planet is in a system with our enemies. That's a no-go. This desert world has nothing on it. We have one planet we can colonize. One. Here. And we looked around in a bunch of places. We have to look more. And I found something even worse. I forgot to put in the Seeker mod. This is one of the best mods in Starsector. Downloaded, at least for me. Yeah, I wasn't that satisfied, so I went exploring again. It took me like 4 to 5 hours. A small amount I forgot to record. I explored most of the sector. Only this part was left alone. The rest unexplored were mostly no planet systems. If you're gonna mod this heavily, get also the mob to increase the size of the sector. With so many mods, this gets confining. Now here's a quick summary of what I found. By the way, quick tip, hold S to go slowly and you won't get hit by the storms. We visited our favorite neutron star. The star is pushing unimaginable power. Imagine if we get caught with this. We are getting close to the star. And this is what is here. Get ready. Research station. Oh my god! Yes. Prestina, my forge get wrecked. Oh, we should run. We also found a swarm. This entire system is infected. Jungle World 200. As a revenge for such a pathetic habitability, we obliterated some remnants. We fought some more, but some of the fights were quite hard actually. Like really intense battles. Another one, Star Wars low-tech. Yes, please. However, there was one thing I found that stood above the rest. Traumatizer. It traumatized my fuel range. How much will it cost to repair? Traumatized my supplies as well. We also visited Ape Man's home planet. His family is here, but most importantly, they saw dinosaurs. Finally, it was time to establish ourselves our first colony. It was our first lucky find. Got the name, Samael. Yeah, I like Samael here. The faction name, Yabayagan Accord it is. We watched a tutorial.
The all start with orbital station.
I said it, so it must be.
Well, that's a bargain. I surely can afford it.
This will be insane. All of it. All of these buildings.
We'll choose between farming and mining.
Yeah, I watch my own video more. I haven't played for 1 year, don't judge. We have wonderful items. Even GTX. 470,000. 80 Ti. Not even RTX. Where is my ray tracing? Our beautiful colony is up and running. It is the captain's duty to protect those who live on his colony from every dangerous scum that may come knocking on our door. Meet the ship that will aid him. Say hello to the traumatizer. This is the original build that you have seen, but you can build it differently. Remember this? Or what about, in my opinion, more competitive build? Ulan Siege Laser, Hyper Velocity Driver. This ship has a great mobility and tremendous firepower, and you will pay for it. It costs 60 points to deploy, like Paragon or Pandemonium. It doesn't have extreme amount of weapon slots, but those that he has, they are pointed at the right direction. And if you build it correctly, you will be able to fire all your weapons. And as for the mobility, you can see it on the screen. It blinks around. Individual blink won't get you far, but you have a bunch of those. And on a very small cooldown. With enough skill you can dictate your engagement range, obliterate your enemies super fast, or escape when you are in trouble. And I think for what it offers, it's actually pretty balanced. Although it comes with the wonderful hull features, like Missile Autofor, you still don't get enough ordnance points. If you use Autofill, you just don't have enough to max out the vents. If you chose stuff more smartly, it's starting to look better, but you will be still missing important hull mods. You'll start having a lot of problems where you are facing the enemy head front. Yeah, the flux won't last long, so you have to escape. And in my experience, the mobility isn't good enough to really flank your enemy. And if you get stuck in head-to-head fight, you will melt ridiculously fast. This thing is mobile, but not that mobile. You can get in and out, not around. I don't think this build is good, because it requires you to get too close to danger. In Star Sector, I always prefer long range, because you can control the engagement. But still, if you use the ship, use built-in hull mods, and use at least somewhat skilled general. Still, I prefer Pandemonium to this ship. Sadly, this ship is unusable. The Traumatizer comes with a defect. It has double the maintenance, 120 per month. You can, for example, field in 2 Paragons. Anytime in Star Sector when you need the money, in the early to mid game, you cannot use this ship because it will suck you dry. The ship is fun, balanced, and it will traumatize your enemy. I will not use it because it costs too much. And because of that, I wouldn't even use it if it was overpowered. It will stay in the garage. We started nicely, and we have a goal to move towards. This goal will be expensive. It will take a lot of time, but I feel everything we will spend on this thing will be returned with magnificent show of power. And the sector will tremble in fear before its might. Boys and girls, I hope you enjoyed the video. I know I had some break, but it's good to see you again. And if you're new here, consider joining us and subscribing, and I will see you next time. Take care.